We're back.
We're back.
After Dark. Thank you for that
Gen
wonderful
Con.
countdown, Danny.
Gen Con is going to be live, guys, and
We
we're
have a
going to
few
do it
questions from the
all
Alpha
in a
chat for
live
you
stream.
guys to wrap up the evening. Sumali, Felix, Felicis.
We're getting right into questions. Here we go.
It's a great name, just long.
It is a great name.
How did you feel playing a druid next to someone who played a druid for a few years, Marisha? Did that help you feel more comfortable or make you more
I feel like it
nervous?
would have helped.
Oh, totally more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was there to kind
I
of.
feel like, and
absolutely. And I
Marisha,
think
honestly, I tease,
like my first,
but
the
Marisha
first
is
thing that I
one of the
did was
people I would ask for
good-
help
the good
because of her
berries for the
experience
chickens, for the
and
dying
note
roosters.
taking.
And I literally was like, I can do good berries, right? You know, like I just whispered it to her, and she's like, yeah. And it just made, you know, because that was the first spell or whatever that I used, so I was, you know, it made me.
Wanted to check. Just wanted to check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was great. I didn't feel any sort of, nothing negative, nothing bad.
You were in great hands.
Yeah, it just made me feel so much more taken care of and supported by this
Honestly,
by amazing
yes.
cast.
Yeah. I have to
There are
commend
certain
you guys
people
on that,
that have a
because
way
whenever a
about
guest
them,
comes in,
but they're very skilled
everyone,
and talented.
maybe with the exception of Joe Manganiello,
and it makes
is
you
usually a little
special
nervous or a
and
little
in a
like,
good
oh
way.
man, what to expect. They know that the community is so large and there's, you know, a lot of people watching and stuff, but you guys really have a way of making people so comfortable. And
Somebody dropped these off at the arcade.
I think I always
Gave these to
find
me
it
for
really fun
free.
watching someone play the game for the
case
first
of
time. I
them.
remember watching Travis play the
All
game for the
different
first time and
flavors.
watching
They're
him kind of do the,
outrageously good.
can I do this?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can do anything you want, man.
Yeah.
Just you might be really bad at it,
Right.
but and
could try, yeah.
watching that kind of dawn, watching that specific thing of realizing that it's not a game about what you can and can't do, but it's simply a game of how likely are you to be able to do it. It's fascinating watching someone come to the realization that like that level of creative thinking is now possible and that level of problem solving is now that that possible. It's really it definitely, you're used to the notion of a sandbox game, and
I still want to
getting
know
into a
what's
game
on
like this
Tal's
where it's like,
shirt.
we don't
I
need a
feel like he's
sandbox.
worn it
This is-
before,
This is so much bigger
and
than
I
that.
want to know.
Yeah, makes sense. Tal, another Matt wants to know, Molly Mock's name was Tea Leaf. Caduceus enjoys tea, and his outfit strongly resembles a specific can of green tea. Is this a purposefully planned coincidence, and if so, why?
This is pure coincidence. I was in an
I was going to say, I feel like that
terrible
is
rush.
not planned by Taliesin.
The tea thing didn't actually, I didn't come up with
Is
him
his
drinking
shirt say
tea until
Percy? 'Cause
literally
it
about
looks like
11
ERC.
seconds before coming on to the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you were making tea out there for some of us
I was
before you
making tea
came
because
out.
I drink tea because I can't drink coffee anymore. I had my first cup of coffee in months this weekend, and it reminded me that I should not do that because I get wired and paranoid and have
Me too.
panic attacks. I was
Me
like,
too.
oh, this is terrible. Why did I think this would be fun?
Yeah,
oh,
tea is
God.
a lot more soothing.
So yeah, the tea.
I can't
had
imagine
some of my tea
that
today.
effect
It
because
was
I
mostly
have
when they
probably
went over to look
4 or
at the
5
tombstone,
coffees a day,
and they were examining one of the stones that was covered in flowers.
and
And
I
then
am
was
hyper,
backstage
as you guys
writing
can
notes
see most
so
of
that
the
I
time,
knew where they
but I'm
walked through. I was
never
like,
uncomfortable.
oh, this is a fun thing I can do.
I
Okay, I'm
love
just gonna
coffee now.
I'm gonna
And the
figure out how
funny
to make
thing is,
this happen. And it was
5 years
literally
ago, I
maybe less
hadn't
than 20 seconds
had a
before
coffee in like
Wow.
I
5
walked on
years.
and was like, okay, I've got a good intro.
I never drank coffee.
Wow.
It'll be fun. As for the Arizona, well, I mean, like,
I've never seen you walk around drinking one of those.
no, well,
So
I mean, like, I will admit it is a thing that I have like on long road trips. It is a very, I love it in the car when I'm driving for 11 hours.
Yep.
But no, it was, I mean, like, I realize now from a lot of the art, and I love this, and I don't want anyone to stop. Is that a lot of people think that it's like a pink, like a cherry blossoms pattern on the, and it's actually
gin blossoms.
It's gin blossoms right here. It's actually, you can Google it. It's a form of lichen that gets really neon pink and red and white. It's lichen that is kind of growing on all the like the weird that he like anything that he wears long enough eventually gets like covered in strange lichen.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
So and you can Google and you'll find these bright neon pink, crazy splotches of mold-looking fungus. Or
It's about time you made an interesting and eccentric
I know.
character, Taliesin.
I've been holding back.
Couple of duds and then you found third time's the charm.
But it's all intentional. It was just it only took 3 days to put together, so it's a little. Did not think everything through obviously.
Was there any thoughts about you know, the fact that you did have such a limited amount of time helping you rather than overthinking it and maybe over planning and maybe coming up with too much before you played?
Sure. I don't think I want to do it again.
Right.
That is like crack. That drink. Maybe the fact that I didn't grow up drinking a lot of sugary drinks, because that
I
and
would have
Sunny
liked a
Delight
month.
gotta be like liquid.
A month? Yeah,
energy
6 months is
of
like a
horrible
luxury.
6 months
Because
is a
that was
luxury.
your
A month
new-
would have been nice.
Right.
Especially especially since I know that Matt can't. I couldn't have given Matt a giant backstory and said,
How
"Work this into the
long?
game now."
Right.
That would have been
Would
kind of
you
shitty.
say it is
So it was very much also a
acceptable to have to create
if
a
it comes to
legitimate
it, here's a
character? I
character
know
who can
that's a
pick up
very
these tangents
broad
and would make
question.
sense.
But I feel
So
like
that way you don't have to throw away anything. And
if you're
you know, this is
experienced,
all-
you shouldn't
it's
have a
all kind of
problem. I'm
can
not
be
trying
built
to
of the
say
same
he's
structure.
Yeah.
bad or something, but like I feel
it
like
was doing
you
it,
should
getting
be
it
able to
done,
have enough
and
time
the
to
reason it had to
throw
be done in
something
3 days is
together
because
in
the
a
art
couple
had to be
days.
started, and
Like,
our poor artist
feasibly
couldn't
well.
start drawing anything until I had
I
rolled
don't
a
know. I've
character
never
and
done it.
figured out
I'm
what I was
asking.
doing
I'm
and
not-
what my weapons
maybe
were.
he's
And,
Right.
Speed
the
demon
hair.
druid.
many
No pun
iterations
intended,
and
'cause I'm
changes
all-
and options, and at some point I'll get her permission to put some of that up online and sort of show the
She did a
the
great
build.
job.
And so fast,
So fast. Yeah.
so fast.
Man.
Can I add to
Yes.
like Ariana's props because
Yes.
Ariana's props. That sounds like
earlier in the show you were
an
talking about like
amazing
tropes and
name
stuff
of
that
an
one
NPC.
the
Ariana
viewers had
props.
sent in that question. I specifically didn't describe to Ariana what Neela should be wearing.
Oh, really?
Because I was, I didn't know you guys, but I trust you guys, but I didn't know, like, I was like, if I say Asian influenced, I didn't know if I was going to come back with like rice patty hat and like, you know, like, I didn't think that was going to happen, but I was like,
Honestly though, I would
So
have
just
pictured
was
like World of
okay, I'm not
Warcraft, the
gonna-
pandas.
I'm just gonna
what were the
toss
pandas
it over.
called?
Here's the physical description,
Pandaria?
and here's some other things, and you know, and it was Ariana who said, I took some liberties and I went with a Mongolian inspired, you know, look, and I was like, oh my God, it's perfect.
That makes so much more sense why she was tossing me a bunch of that stuff when we were doing some iterations of the character. She was like, I have some more Asian influenced armor, and I was like, oh, I mean,
Because she was pressed for time.
yeah, I was like, so that makes sense now why she was throwing that at me.
Oh, and it was so good, and it just made me feel like how much more I could trust everyone because she got it. She got it, and it wasn't overdone. It wasn't underdone. It was literally, it was the perfect amount, and I was
See,
so
I
happy
love
about
all
that.
that.
So-
How's it been?
My
Did you
brother
spend
was
the
very into
weekend
that
or the
too,
last
and
couple of
I
weeks
honestly
looking
feel
at
like
a
I
lot of the fan
wasn't
art
when
that
he
people had
was,
made on,
but now I get it.
Isn't it
Nobody-
amazing?
The whole
Nobody told-
creative
like, I've
aspect
been-
of this.
Because
and
I've
then
been trying
throwing
to
him
like
into
a lot
a
of things
world,
because I'm so grateful. I like trying to like, but
I feel like
if
I
I
didn't
like
have
a
the
bunch of things, then the
patience for
problem
that
is
back in the
I can't
day.
find the
Now I'm a
stuff
more
that I, you know,
patient
the
person.
art. So then now I didn't know. Like I should have asked you guys, how do you keep your collection of it?
we have a collection. We can give you access to everything. So we just.
Oh gosh, because
we
I've
have
been
it-
like,
we
oh
have
my
it
gosh, I
all
wish I would have
organized.
known that. I spent hours this
I
weekend
know,
like
there's
scrolling and
so
trying to
much.
find
There's
like wait,
so
there was
much.
She
that
probably-
one,
why wouldn't
like
you
the one
ask
that one
Somali?
fan art of the
I feel
week.
like
I was
Somali
oh,
should have
wait, there's
just
that one
asked.
with all the whole group
I
and she's
feel like
holding
you-
this one. Like,
you
I
don't
gotta
wanna be
find
that
that one. I
person either,
literally
that
was like
bothering everybody.
3 hours to find certain ones.
I feel like they would love
I should
to
have
tell you
known.
that.
Yeah, no, my
There's a
favorite is
difference
occasionally
between
I'll see
bothering
something and
people
be like,
with
oh, I'm
things
gonna,
they
and then
don't
like I'll
wanna
get distracted and
deal
I'll go
with.
back to
These
Twitter and be
people
like,
live this. I feel like they
just
live
gone.
it.
It's
Yeah.
just gone.
So now I'm getting.
yourself the tweet.
Oh, so what I'm doing is I copy the link now. I copy the link and I have a running email that's like
oh, there
character,
you go.
character art,
yeah.
or just think like some of the gifts that I wanted to say. So now I just copy it and put it in my email. But I figured you guys had a better solution.
We
you
have
guys,
a
you guys
system.
Just like you have someone who's helping.
We have Liam. Liam is
We
our
have a
system.
Liam.
We have a
Liam
Liam.
helps with that.
That's our
Liam and
system.
Rachel
We have
are
a
like the
Liam.
curators of the art for us, and they spend. I couldn't even tell you
gallery every
how
week.
many hours. Yeah, there's a gallery every week, so they spend forever. Yeah, going through that stuff.
I would
and it's-
imagine, man.
It's amazing. The character art.
It's emotional.
The gallery every
It's
week
emotional.
is
That
like
was
10
one
to
of the
15
first
minutes.
things
The
that
gallery's at the end of
when
every
we
episode.
started to do this show was I'm like, we have
don't
to do some
include
sort
them.
of giveaway for
We're
fan
not the
art
end of this
because
at the
I
end
wanted
of-
to just show
Yeah,
it.
you know.
I wanted to because not everybody has Twitter. Not everybody's going to be able to see that stuff. It doesn't always make its way around all the different social media sites. And, we knew that literally everyone would be watching this show. And so we wanted to show off I'm kidding. We wanted to show off that fan art. But yeah, it's so much. If you just do the Critical Role fan art hashtag during Twitter, during the episodes. I can't
so
believe how fast people crank out just incredible, detailed artwork. I wish I could draw like that, but I can't.
It finally dawned on me the other day. Or
It's
just
insane
yesterday, I
that
was
many
like,
people have that
oh,
skill, and I guess that's what he's saying.
The medium of storytelling, this medium of storytelling lends itself so easily to like the character fan art, and I just didn't, for some reason, it didn't click on my mind, because I was like, I've had people send me images of my characters in the past, but nothing like to this level. Like it's amazing.
Yeah. We have time for a few more questions.
A few more questions.
Tal, the vigorous jaw says, Cassius Clay or Caduceus Clay, who wins?
Oh, Cassius.
Yeah.
Cassius or Caduceus?
Yeah, that name, that was literally a name from my archive of scripts that we'll never sell.
Yeah.
Which was I need a name, and here's a thing here's a work for hire that never got picked up. I'll
I dig it.
Good.
I
can
enjoy
recycle
that
it into
name,
this now. This is
Caduceus
the third
Clay.
attempt for me to use this name in a thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting enough.
Clay's good.
I like Clay, and I've been wanting. It is now the third
What is
iteration
Clay
of that
from?
character. Considering
In
that
my head,
I've,
every time I hear Clay,
yeah, he was
thinking
in a- he was
Andrew
in a,
Dice Clay, but I'm
adaptation
also
pitch
thinking
decades
somebody
ago,
had
and
the
then,
nickname Clay in a movie.
I was briefly about to
Not
maybe write for a
Andrew
video
Dice Clay.
game, do some writing for a video game. He almost ended up there, and then he went back in the file. And finally, last night, I was like, last week, I was like, I can finally pull this name out of the archive again and actually do
I mean,
something.
Clay is probably used
yeah.
a bunch of times, but
It's great. I love
specifically
it.
something I'm thinking of, and I can't think of what it
Caduceus.
is.
The Deuce.
It's good to have like a little box full of like, well, we're never gonna make that up, but I'm sure I can like raid this for something of value at some point.
Yeah.
If you're creative writing.
And you did. You did.
It only took a decade and change.
It only took a decade, but it
keep
worked. Hey,
notes.
not a wasted time.
Sumali, our last question of the
Last
night.
question.
Let's give it to you,
for
shall
the
we?
guest, Sumali.
This is from MP Invisible. As a first-timer, how does playing D&D compare and contrast with other types of storytelling and performance experiences?
Whoa.
Acting on screen, maybe other improv type stuff that you've done before, VO work.
I would imagine it's more comfortable.
That's a good question. It's like nothing I've ever experienced. I mean, I was thinking how voiceover kind of lends itself well to this, because I don't know, like it
You're all scripted the other way.
there's somewhat of a theatricality to it when you're when you're role playing, that and the world is just so much more fantastical than anything that I've kind of worked on camera.
You're also
so
scripted in everything else.
that's
Acting
a
and
tough question.
voiceover.
It's totally unique.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's kind of like the best of all things, because it's got for me, improv kind of freaks me out. Like when there's like no boundaries whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I like that the dice rolls guide you,
Yeah.
and that there are, there's a certain number of spells that you can cast in a day. I like that, and that just feels good to me.
Yeah.
I like how you said it's not really a sandbox.
No.
But to me, it feels like I like it because there is a little bit of a sandbox
Yeah, it
there,
has
but
some
it's
borders.
big. Yeah,
Right,
it's got
some
some borders.
parameters,
So
yeah.
I'm not just like, whoa,
Yeah.
thrown into something. I feel there's structure to it, which I like, but the play within that structure is huge. I don't know. I mean, this was intense. It was a fantastic introduction to something
I
I've
enjoy
never
her answers.
experienced. I've never
sometimes
done,
they're
and now I
long and
understand
in
why
depth,
people
but I
love
kind
it.
of enjoy it
I was-
because
after my
it
first
all
practice
makes
game, I was like,
sense.
and I did get to
It's
do
not
Call
like
Lightning
somebody
in
that's
that
just
game, and I
talking
was
to
like,
talk.
Nice.
She
oh my
has something
God,
to say
this
that
is amazing.
You're hooked
Interesting.
now, right? Yeah. I know that feeling.
I was like, I didn't get why my friends would spend hours doing this, and
Yeah.
I just didn't get it until I was given the opportunity. So
It's an analog adventure to go on with friends in a world full of screens and disconnection.
Yet it was. I don't know if it was kind of like the kind of when you voice a video game, especially, you don't have the script in advance, so you're flying by the seat of your pants, and you don't have time to think about anything else.
So there you go. But it's still scripted, but you
it's
don't
like
get
line,
to
and you don't
practice.
necessarily get, the feeling of creating the full story with your, with your castmates. This was like flying by the seat of your pants, but you're doing it right there. And it was
That's
just,
why I feel like
I
it'd be
loved that
a very
literally
comfortable
the entire
setting.
outside world disappeared.
Yeah.
It was
It's immersive in that way.
intoxicating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah.
it was so easy just to forget about everything and just be there telling the story.
Yeah.
And with people who were such good storytellers and so immersed in it. And you just, it was amazing.
Oh,
I'm like,
so great
now
having
I
you on the show.
understand D&D love.
So great.
Yes, I know. Now you'll be hooked for life. Yep.
Hopefully I'll get my son into it too.
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
next.
We were just talking about that. Yeah, I mean he'll get into it.
Oh, yeah, he knows all about furbolgs already.
Amazing.
Already on the way.
Like yesterday, he's like, Mama, let's play. You be Mama Furbolg, and I'll be the big, because he kind of knows what happens,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm caught in this cage. You have to get me out. And I was like,
My
'cause I
God.
showed him some of the
Adorable.
things.
So cute.
He was so
How
funny.
old
He was
is your
like,
child?
He wanted to like pretend play
I feel
it
like
like
it's gotta
4 or
be
5 times.
Oh my
Younger.
gosh,
He's like,
that's
okay, now what does the
adorable.
dungeon master say at this point? And I'm like, well, the dungeon master said,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll tell him what Matt said.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he's like, okay, and I'm inside.
What a
and I
delight
reach my
you
hand
are.
out.
Oh, that's so.
I hope we
adorable.
see her again
It was
soon.
very sweet.
I love it.
So he's
Ashley
like,
is a delight as
D&D
well,
player
but like
coming,
their
like,
delights,
oh,
they're like
yeah.
interesting in
Bring 'em
different
around
ways.
here, we'll teach 'em the
Ashley
ropes.
is like a wild,
No, I'm
crazy
kidding.
kind of character, but I love that. She's
That's
calm,
all the time
cool,
we have for
collective.
tonight, folks.
Love it.
We will see you
Very
Friday night at
wise.
9
Oh, man.
Eastern for Critical Role Live. You guys excited? I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you guys in a live stream for that
Start
one.
waxing the rest
We
of my
still got
body
one
now.
more episode after that till you see
that
this
outfit, you
all.
better.
4
Oh,
episode
yeah,
after
for the
dark.
outfit too. Yeah, for sure.
Wait to see it.
I'll show you a picture after. Good night, everyone. We
Good
love
night,
you.
everyone.
We'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
That's After Dark.
Up, and then we got a Danny cam at the end. Hey guys, normally I go right into the next episode of After Hours Alpha Talk, but this was the episode where I went right into House of the Dragon and I never watched it. I just realized I'm going to edit it up, and I'm like, where the heck is episode 29? I also realized it is the infamous episode where our discussion came from in the beginning of episode 30. You know what I mean? Let's see from a different perspective how I enjoy it, because you know it was my favorite episode last time. So let's just jump in.
We're back
And we're
on
in.
Alpha for After Dark.
We're in. I even put the
me,
same shirt
guys.
on, even though
Wholesome
we're
Brian.
like 2 or 3 weeks later.
Oh, hi, Wholesome
I
Brian.
just
Polished
finished
Twitch host
episode 32,
Brian
part
here.
2.
You said.
Hey,
So we're
gang,
like
I
3
can read
weeks
a prompter
behind
like
on this.
nobody's business. I've done it for 76 episodes and I still suck.
Still
Say
sucks.
horse on?
After
Horse on?
76 episodes.
I said horse porn.
76 episodes.
Yeah, it's different. That's what was going off on my
Yeah, I
phone
looked
about
at the
5
other
seconds before
episode and I'm like, I gotta put the shirt
forgot to
back
turn
on.
my
It's
mic
gotta
pack off when
flow.
I went to the bathroom. What?
And I also like the shirt.
notification.
no,
Color
it
and
was just
everything. I
on,
dig
and
it.
I
fits nice.
pocket dialed my favorite
Five-
website.
Matches.
Only for 5-star
Matches.
horse porn, though.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I
Not
forgot,
4-star.
forgot to turn my mic pack off when I went to the bathroom. That's what I do during the break is I catch just a tiny bit of horse porn and then I come back out. It's like
Tiny
Red
bit of
Bull,
horse
so
porn.
just a shot of,
Always a
you
good
know,
time.
gives you wings.
That seems frustrating to me.
Gives
Yeah,
you wings.
It is. Thankfully, I have all the time after the show.
I think you're pretty good at prompter. Just taking
Thank
that
you.
back a minute
Yeah, thanks.
for the horse porn.
It's just, you know, we just have the giveaway winners and stuff on the thing, but sometimes they're complicated handles, you know, and
Yeah, but that's not your fault.
I know, but I still need to learn how to read good. We have some questions here
still need to
from
learn
the
how to read
Alpha
good.
chat. Let's
Is
start
that
with
for-
me,
I know
since I'm
that's
the
him
most
being
important.
silly, but I feel like
This
that
is
is actually from something.
1111 Uck. Brian, this year you bravely allowed Taliesin to dress you. Oh boy.
Oh, at the
Would you
Gen
dare
Con.
next year to allow Sam to pick your outfit?
Yes, please do.
I don't
Please
know
do.
if I have the guts for that.
I would. If I was
Because
Brian, I would
Sam
allow
would
it. I don't care how
Start
ridiculous.
looking this week.
I love shit like
He
that.
would
I don't get
torture-
embarrassed.
Yes.
I
And
embrace it.
I don't know.
Like it would
I'd
have
wear
to be
what Sam
another
wore,
wardrobe
like the thing
ring, though.
the thing that wore
maybe,
Sam.
but I don't
I
want
would
to know
wear
what's in Sam's closet though.
it. I wouldn't want to wear it,
I mean,
but I would do it
yeah.
for
I mean, all the
laughs.
ties.
After a
Yeah.
while, if
He has
anything,
a
it
good
wouldn't even
collection
be
of
the
sneakers
act
that
of
he wears
wearing
to
it. It would
work
just
with
probably get
ties.
He's
uncomfortable.
got some dad
in
clothes
general.
for sure.
He does have some bad clothes.
I wouldn't care about
Some
what people thought.
professional Disney voice director clothes, you know,
Yeah.
like hip but professional.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't know either. For you guys, Cabney asks, what's the most obscure cosplay you saw over the weekend, Critical Role or otherwise?
My favorite cosplay, I'm not going to say that. One really quirky and awesome cosplay were two critters who were dressed as gelatinous cubes.
They were great.
Do we have
They were
pictures?
great. They were
I think
so
somebody told me there were
fantastic.
pictures
That
at some point that
woman
somebody
has
showed.
come in the past as a beholder, and she just has a great,
Was it
funny
during
sense of
this?
humor for costumes, and I've loved everything she's done.
Yeah.
Hi. if you're
Oh,
watching.
maybe it was
Yeah,
the intro of the
I
next
I loved
episode.
how they were like, they looked
I must have
kind of
missed
like
it.
adventurers.
Somebody told me they
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
pictures of the
Their swords and
cosplays.
stuff
Stuff
were
floating around.
Oh my God, they
floating around
froze
it. It was so
Liam's
cute.
chest hair.
I loved it.
And it was
hard
hovering
to see
over
because
himself.
the lights are so bright at the panel. If you watch the video back, oh, thank you, Daspiff, by the way, for recording that panel. I know there was like the battery died and there were some issues, but he got most of our panel and put it on Critical Scope.
Yay!
And we got to
Good,
meet
good.
Daspiff, many of us, for the
Yep.
first time. So that was awesome. Thanks for
Daspiff?
everything you do.
Also,
Have
big
I heard
love
that
and
name
respect
before?
to
Daspiff.
the critters who make gigantic fucking Vax wings.
Oh my
that
gosh.
open and close or
Yeah.
done.
See a
that girl
few
was
crazy
amazing.
Yeah, she
ones
was
too
amazing.
this year.
Saw a couple of great Vaxes.
There is a girl who cosplayed as Matt from our first season opening title sequence.
Yeah,
it was
that's
pretty
right.
good.
Oh, as
That's
Matt
right.
Mercer. I'm like, who the
There
frick is
was a
Matt?
couple of people
Who's
who
the bear
were
over there in the
dressed
little
Siamese
outfit?
twins wise. One was me, my outfit from Signal Boost, and the other was Liam Las Vegas.
Living in Las Vegas.
Liam
That was
Las
awesome. It
Vegas.
was hard.
Is
to,
that
they
what they're
asked the
talking about?
question,
'Cause
and
that
I looked,
actually
I'm like, oh, wait a
flows.
second. I think
Like
that's
Viva
yeah,
Las Vegas?
I
Liam
also really
Las
like the
Vegas?
girl
I
dressed as
sing
Percy who
song.
had the Orthax floating
yeah,
behind her.
following, yeah.
Following Orthax.
And
yeah,
then
it's
the
good.
two little
That's pretty cool.
kids who did the twins on one day, and Yasha and Bo
Bo
on
on
the
the
next. They
other.
were so good, yeah.
Oh my
Parents
gosh, that
had
was
to be
so
highly
adorable.
involved in that one.
Cute, yeah.
I want to
Oh,
see
man.
the
Let's see. Oh, this one's kind of interesting.
What was it? Orthax
Punchology
or
asks,
Orthrax?
would you rather
Following
fight a party
behind. That's
made up
cool.
entirely of monks or made up entirely of wizards?
Oh man.
Are we talking about like
apologize,
Mighty
but
Nine?
but
Like
that's
Mighty
what this
Nine
is all
fighting
about.
all monks or all wizards?
Or
Maybe
I
that's
think
what
maybe
they're
in,
saying.
in general. I think. Like, what do you think is more dangerous? A party of monks or a party of wizards?
More dangerous?
I would
I would say
prefer
wizards,
to
honestly.
face the wizards.
You'd
I think
prefer
if
to
once you
face the
closed
wizards?
in on the wizards,
If you closed it.
If
on
you
the wizards.
closed
If
in
you
on the
closed in
wizards.
on the wizards,
I prefer
if
a
you roll
monk.
high enough
I told you
initiative
guys.
and close
I
the
prefer
gap.
monks. I think wizards,
Man.
in their kind of glass
without help,
cannons.
I think a
Pretty
band of
nasty, though. Like,
wizards.
the
versus-
wizards could smoke you before you got
You even
within 30
reach.
feet of them.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
Yeah,
a
the
but
problem is-
if you get within 30 feet of them,
I don't think you'd get within
feasting
30
with the
feet of them.
monks.
With a party of
And the monks
of
have a lot of
wizards,
survivability, and depending
it's almost
on
like
what,
in a case like that, you don't do
way
it,
of
or
the
you
monk-
have a
what
group
way you
that helps.
choose. Some
That's
have
not all monks.
kind of like the barbarian abilities where you take like less damage and shit,
Yeah.
and you can like bounce back quicker.
I think
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather
it's not
face
about
the
bouncing back. What
monks,
if you
though,
get
because I can't
stunned
control
or
our
paralyzed
proximity
or
at the beginning, and I
poisoned
feel
or-
like those spells have 120 feet. They could be spell snipers and have 240 feet range.
Yikes.
I just think it's
Sounds
too much.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I think a monk army
don't
versus a
want
wizard army is just not the right kind of army.
I love how we're both.
What do you do?
biased
You
for
just
the
don't do
classes
it.
We're playing.
Yeah,
You
that was
like-
predictable.
Don't take on an army
I
of
think
wizards
Bo's
unless you have
amazing.
wizards
Nothing against
yourself.
Bo.
You need somebody to give you that
that's in that
inside
sentence.
edge. But I am not an expert by any
Liam,
means, and I don't
was wondering
know
about this
half
too.
the things
Goku
monks are
Mon
capable
asks,
of.
Did you
Like she was
ever
saying,
think
there
the
are certain
worst
things
would
you can
happen
do to
to
half
Caleb when the
damage, stuff like
clerics
that.
decided to look
You'd have
around
to, like,
mid-battle instead
be
of
able
healing
to
the squishy party
evade
members?
magic attacks
was a little
and stuff,
surprised
which
by
maybe
that.
you
That
can.
was a
I don't
little-
know.
was
I don't know higher level
surprising.
I
stuff.
found that very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Liam's
but it
chest is
led
on
to
Marisha.
me
I just
having a lot of
realized.
fun.
I was like, hey, look
roleplay-wise.
at that. That's
A lot of fun.
interesting.
But I'm not. But was very, very surprised.
Yep. Yep.
A couple of rounds are going by here. I was at. He drank his own potion, but I was at 2 hit points after that attack.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're going back.
Just
I have to remember. I'm on
dragging
episode 32
himself
now, and I
on
went
the
back to
ground.
30
Yep.
or to
bleeding
29.
everywhere. Just
hold on a
everyone's
second.
running
I think Liam was
past him.
grabbing
We gotta
his
get
own
over here.
chest.
We gotta go over there. It's good any moment.
Hey.
Just around the corner, it's coming.
If you have a moment.
That couldn't have been any better of a time for
man.
Liam to be
I
reaching
moment
out.
with
It looks like he's reaching
hit points,
for his
really?
own
That's
chest,
cute.
which is on Marisha.
No thanks. Marisha, you'll like this screen name. Bo your boat.
I dig it.
You started tearing up a bit when Matt started describing your fellow
your
party
boat.
members. What was that moment like?
That's a good name. I like it.
You know, this game
I'm
is
curious
so
how they wrote it.
real
We don't
to
see an
us,
alpha talks
and we miss Laura and Ashley and Travis like so much. So, like whenever they're gone, there's still that feeling on a meta level as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're family, so it doesn't feel good to have some of the family gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah, for any length of time.
So yeah, it was just kind of that, and like I was saying earlier, you never know how you're actually gonna react to things sometimes, and sometimes they kind of catch off
Verse has
guard,
gotta have
but
at least
yeah, it was just kind of that wave of
5
relief
tattoos,
of like,
I feel
oh,
like
this
I've seen.
means that
All tiny
we
ones,
did the
though.
thing.
Nothing huge.
We did the thing, you guys.
We
Saved our
everybody
friends. Yeah,
noticing.
we're all
Make them
still.
start with a new party.
Yes,
Yeah.
it could have been that way.
Oh
It
man.
wasn't. So
I just
Oh, I'm glad they're
cut
gonna
my
be
hair,
back.
so my
That's
neck
for
is
sure.
itchy.
me too.
Hopefully really
If you're
soon.
wondering why I'm scratching like a
Dread
dog.
Singles has a question.
Friend of the
Hey!
show, Dread Singles.
We just got to hang out with them on
Dread
Sunday.
Singles.
Oh man!
I gotta go to
What
one of
was
the
your
panels
favorite
at a
thing you
Comic
did
Con.
slash
I've been to
got at
Comic Cons.
Gen Con?
They were there at the New York
the
Comic Con I
live
went
show.
to,
The live show.
and I missed them.
live show for sure. I loved seeing our booth.
I missed him. I think they were
In
there a day I
person?
wasn't there.
Amazing.
The fact I showed up watching Matt kind of be Pooh Matt for a little bit was
That
amazing.
was epic.
Escorting him in van was cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. We were all very cranky on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're being so nice.
I was.
Cranky.
We were downright bitchy.
We were so not really to each other. I mean, we were, but none
You're
of us
being
take it
no-
personally because we just know what's going
Yeah,
on.
it was just
We were just
snappy
exhaustion.
irritation in general.
like
No sleep.
yeah.
team no sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
still,
could see it in
but, like,
Liam's face.
I was super irritated when the makeup
I mean,
artist
both their
knocked on
faces.
our door
Liam
to start getting
looks
mad at the makeup
the
first
worst.
thing in the
Liam
morning.
looks like
went down,
dead.
had breakfast, came
Liam's
back
chest
when he
is
was
still on
halfway
Marisha.
blue.
I gotta give it to
He
them.
blued
The
himself.
shirt,
After he just blew
it
himself.
matches
Yeah.
almost so
Yeah.
well
Well,
that was
that
the
it,
morning
like
the
if
three
you're
of us
watching
had
her
breakfast
face,
and
you
didn't
almost
say
don't
a
notice it. Then
word
you see
to
the
each
chest
other.
hair.
Barely.
The chest hair is the
Just to,
giveaway.
like, snipe.
The
Like,
shirt
yeah.
itself works almost with the look she's got.
At one point, Liam asked a question to me, and I was like, I just fucking said that. I am so
Oh my
sorry.
God, yeah.
Oh my God.
What, do you know what time it is? You're looking at your phone.
My favorite
On
thing I
edge.
got
On
in our
edge.
5 seconds on the showroom
It's funny they're
floor,
saying that.
we
How
stepped-
funny
what
is
was
that?
last booth
That
we
the
stepped
last
at? Was it
episode, the
one?
first part of this,
Privateer
was
Press.
the
Privateer Press.
huge
Yes.
dramatic
Privateer
episode where
Press,
we
yes.
had the
Beautiful
discussion
things. I
next
bought
episode.
a bunch of like oversized
And they're talking about
miniatures,
how
and
they
I
were
got
on
this
edge
great,
and firing at each other. It's almost like a
death wagon with like a
spread.
dead horse pulling it, stuffed with
Yes,
coffins and a lantern that I'm going to use in my daughter's Ravenloft game.
Yes.
That's my favorite
Fashion.
get.
That was epic. Yeah, I got a couple of books from Privateer Press. I love the Iron Kingdom's lore, so I got a couple
Privateer
novels, got
Press,
some
I
Level
dig
Up
that
dice,
name.
got a
I was
new
gonna say,
Wormwood box.
I dropped a lot of money at Level Up.
Yeah.
Got myself a new set of dice. I got Matt a set of dice since he couldn't walk the floor at all.
Yeah,
so I
know.
wanted to
Matt
get
didn't
him
even
something.
get a chance to. We should put him in a Pope-mobile if he's going
Yeah.
to walk the floor of Gen Con.
I was surprised to hear that you had read many of those books and were really into those books. I know that your whole snake oil salesman routine is a routine, and that you're a big softie. But I was surprised at that level of nerdiness in you, that you really like those books.
I would have sat there and talked to those Privateer Press guys all day about the Iron Kingdom's lore and like War Machine and Hordes and stuff, but they probably would have just been like, "Get this guy out of my face."
Get this dude
Max
out of
says-
our
yeah,
face.
some
We don't know
people
who
have
you
said
are,
that the other
Brian.
day, surprised
Brian, who are
at
you?
how deep my nerd levels go. The way Max phrases it is he says, "You know, you're so goddamn handsome. You didn't seem like you would be that nerdy." And I'm
is
like,
that what
"Look,
it is?
there's
Oh.
handsome nerds out there, Max. There's no reason to, you know."
Flare.
Well, let's end on the saddest question I've ever asked on this show. How
The
about
saddest one we've
boy.
ever asked.
that? Oh, Regis. Regis needs to be in the next Honey Heist. Can we get Regis Philbin? Can we get? Is he still? He's still alive, right? Max, is Regis still alive?
I don't know.
Roll for honey.
Max,
Roll for criminal.
yeah. Would you like to phone a friend in the woods?
How do you want to do this?
I had to skip the last part, so I don't know what they're talking about with
I love
Regis.
it so much.
I don't know if
Well,
Regis had to
guys,
do
we
with
love
what
you
they
so
were
much.
last
As
talking
always,
about,
thank
but I
you
had to
for your
skip a
support.
part because it was
Thank you
a
guys for joining me
spoiler
tonight.
for campaign 1.
We'll see you Thursday night for Critical
I guess
Role.
we're
We'll see you
at the
Friday
end. I
night
should have
for
just
Honey Heist.
stopped watching it, I
Matt did a
guess.
fireside chat.
They
earlier
literally
today
talked about
from 5 to
Regis
6.
and said
If you
goodbye,
missed
but
it,
we gotta
that
see
VOD
Brian
is
say
already
goodbye.
up on twitch.tv/Critical Role.
let's
So go watch
say
it because
goodbye
it
to
was
Brian.
awesome. I caught most
I
of
already
it.
did episode 30,
He's so
so
articulate.
I'm going to
He's
edit
just
it up
so-
after this. You'll get it tonight.
He's so good at just talking to the people, you know?
He is.
What must that be like?
He's a talented
We
chap.
end it
He is.
with
living
Liam's
bard.
chest hair.
Let's keep him around. Let's ensure that brain.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. We love you.
Thank you.
Brian.
Oh, hello there.
Oh my God.
I was just finishing reading.
Listen to Danny.
Book's upside down, dude.
And there's a price tag on it still.
It's upside down
This
and
book
there's
is
a price.
called Favorite Greek Myths.
Love it.
Do you know what my favorite is? Me neither. Let's get to the alpha
Baby
chat.
Ronan. I love that their baby's name Ronan. They said it earlier.
Is it weird if this is
good
happening
name.
to my
It's a
penis?
good name.
No, these are all from Talison's third lifetime, so it's.
Yeah.
It's a
bought those
good
at the-
We
change.
did. We bought those,
Yeah, we bought those
the
at the
day,
flea
the
market.
day
Good change.
before Talks Machina
Yeah.
launched. Okay.
And I bought that at Home
Used to
Goods.
be.
Get
Shit
out of the
house.
camera.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Thing.
too late for that. But okay, we have some questions here from the alpha chat. Thank you, as always,
The
to
alpha
Courtney
chat.
and Danny
I
for
like
grabbing these. What class is Ronan, guys? Psych24 wants to know.
Oh shit!
Okay.
They're- how funny is that
well,
that I
he
just
cries
brought
a
up the baby
shitload.
Ronan?
So
Because
maybe
right
like-
before
Really long
regular
voice,
talks
maybe a
ended.
bard.
Yeah, a bard.
We
But
think
he
that-
also
okay, what?
has monk abilities because he kicks like a.
That is true. Like Travis will
is a
hold him up,
kicker,
and
yeah.
his kicks on his chin are like.
Yeah, he's like.
"Bah, bah, 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 bah."
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We think that the reason
I love
he
it.
is so incredible, he's got like 2
Piercing.
levels. It's like
Yeah.
normal, and then it shoots to 11.
Supersonic.
Yeah, and I think it's because he was in my belly when I was doing all my like VO sessions and like my battle reactions
Screaming
and stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for 9
Yeah.
months he just like soaked up.
What is
out
a
of
VO
die by
session?
Fire,
Yeah.
alien, machine
Vox.
gun.
Yeah, because his
But-
screams are.
Akina.
We
Small,
were just
medium,
talking in the
large.
break about between the Twitch and Alpha shows. We were just talking about ways that we could start to make money off the kid.
By the way, there is
And
a crazy
If someone
storm.
needs a screaming
that is starting
crying
right
baby that
now.
could cry on
It
demand
is
for their video
thundering
game or their
horribly
film or whatever.
and is
we
windy
did
as
when we were
hell.
kids.
We were trying to train him on cue, and actually the
hear
only
it?
thing that'll do it is if we
The
hold up
rain
your
is
picture
hitting
and
the
then
side of
you
my
just,
house.
like right away.
It worked with my nieces and
Instantly.
nephews as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a talent.
If I open
I-
this window,
You
you
get
hear
0.5% for that.
the
That's good.
fury
Yeah, I
of
do,
the
like
thunder.
0.5%. Yeah, it's kind of like this show. Laura, let's ask a serious question.
Okay.
Pad RPG, what was your reaction about the case closed from Not?
Ugh.
That was pretty epic.
Oh my god.
I got to tell you that, didn't
You
I?
did, because I hadn't seen it yet. And he was like,
Did you see the thing about the case closed? I'm like, and I instantly went like, he closed the case without me.
But don't you realize what he
He
meant?
said case closed without me. And then when I
He was
I wanted
open.
to see what
And then when I
she'd
saw
say.
what happened, I was like,
oh no.
It's so devastating. I honestly didn't think she'd make a big.
It
Oh,
sucks to miss
I
those
should have known
moments
better.
like
I should have
that.
known she would make
But
it.
there'll
I
be
mean,
so many more, which is what's nice.
Well,
It's
it was nice that
understandable.
Matt folded it back in at the beginning. Of,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
too,
true.
Too cute
Yeah.
to miss.
Awesome Sauce 432 wants to know, Laura, would Jester's reaction to Molly's death have been different if Jester had actually been present, since she didn't have a diamond to resurrect him with?
Oh, terrible. It would have been terrible.
Yeah,
So bad.
so bad.
I mean, it did make things better because she made a deal out of it, and I don't blame
We
her.
need diamonds.
Saying, "Hey, if you
So
want me to
it's not
resurrect
about
you, you guys better have the materials and the diamond and everything like that."
You guys are doing terrible voices for being voice actors.
Yeah, so what was that accent? It
don't
was
know.
terrible.
Travis,
Like a sleepy grog.
yeah, an even sleepier grog. Frickwit asks, Travis, judging from the intense side eye you gave Matt when you recognized the cloven crystal in that letter, is it safe to assume you had no idea that Matt would bring it back in that way?
Yeah, no, I had no idea. I thought we were done with that shit for a little bit.
I'm still not sure that it's actually that. I think it might be a cantaloupe with a,
Oh, yeah?
a slash in
That
it.
just got dropped and
A
it's slowly
peach, a
rotting
plum,
from the crack.
a
Yeah, that's
cantaloupe.
totally what it is.
That's what it
the
looked
letter to the captain is about some fucking fruit.
Yes.
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
Man, that detective agency is just getting better and better.
That's right.
I say we pull the plug on it.
Yeah. No, I was not expecting to see it, and I was actually impressed that nobody else was like, oh, I know what that is, like right away. That's what the old stink eye was from. I looked at Matt, and Matt kind of looked
like
over
in
and
my
I was
head,
like,
I'm like, is that the thing?
bitch.
And then I'm like,
does
maybe
that.
I'm thinking of something else. But I knew something
Nobody
we'd
cares about your backstory.
experienced resembled what they were talking about.
speaking of
I
you,
wasn't
Danny.
100% confirmed, but I was
You
like,
get a
is it
merit
the
badge
thing?
for that.
Speaking
That's
of
what I thought.
backstories, though, this question from Cinderflame, I love the way this
And I
is
was
worded.
looking at everyone's
Does the
faces
death
when it
of
happened, and I'm
Molly
like,
Mock
none
push
of them
you a little to
are,
get
like,
your
they're
backstories
not, like,
out, since you may
freaking
not have
out.
much time left.
Death is a motivator.
Oh, no. Because, I
No.
mean, if we die, I'll just, like, get to spill the beans.
You will?
Yeah.
On Talks Machina?
How are you gonna do that?
On Talks Machina, I'd be like, here's everything that would have come out.
Don't we have a rule that like if you die, you don't get to spill the beans?
Is that a rule?
Did Taliesin spill the beans?
Taliesin could
He did not spill the beans.
Yeah.
So you do not
But
get to
that
spill.
doesn't mean that you can't.
Is it a rule? Because Taliesin was like, no one gets to know.
No, you're clean.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It's kind of orange.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they make rules like
Bug-free.
that.
Those are my Cheetos that I
You
eat.
hear
Ew.
the storm?
You saving one for later?
I'm gonna open the window so you guys can
smell
hear.
Cheetos all day long.
What?
Oh,
you
that's
never,
cool.
you never hit a Cheeto? on your-
You never shoved a Cheeto up your nose, Danny? Good God, live
And then I
life.
knock over everything. Hear it
Kai
outside is
Viba
a
asks, for both of you,
monsoon.
what
I
did
like
you miss
the
the most
rain.
while you were gone besides Brian
Here
Foster?
comes the rain.
Besides
again.
Foster, our friends.
Yeah.
Like we're so honestly, we're so busy that
It's
like
hitting the side of
sometimes
my
we only
house.
see everybody on Thursdays.
Yeah.
You know, or
And sort
Tuesdays.
of like miss out on that and miss out on, I think, missing out on being here.
We're doing this in
when
honor
when
of
everything was like
Yasha and
coming
the
in the
Thunderlord.
first episode in the new
Stormlord.
studio. That was really hard to miss.
Yeah, I thought we had kind of timed it up where like the culmination of all this work and everything coming together, and we'd be around for it. And then we'd take time
I think I
off
said
and
Thunderlord like 100 times. I meant
didn't quite work
Stormlord.
out that
Yeah.
way.
Ronan
So
had
that
his
was
own
really hard.
plan.
And hard being away in such a pivotal like moment, like the first genuine PC death without revivify
Yeah.
or resurrection. Like that's the first time in
Yeah.
over 5 years of playing where somebody died and that was it.
Shadowstorm Zero asks how.
And I think it's a good say goodbye to Carrie. Anyway,
yeah,
keep going.
That sucks.
Was it the cat that
Yeah,
Ah!
that's the cat that Caleb sends out to
That's
find
what I
stuff.
thought, yeah.
Shadowstorm Zero asks for both of you, how would your characters have reacted to the guest stars they missed meeting? Keg and Neela.
Oh man, I don't. Keg was great.
Keg was great.
I think he.
Yeah, they
was
did. That's
loved
another thing I didn't think about. They
Yeah.
missed
So
out on
great.
all the guest
could you not?
appearances.
I know.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
I would have needed like one bedtime story in that voice.
Did you see I guess she got booked on some new TV show, and on Twitter she said that when she got on set the first day, first thing somebody asked her was, what was it like being on Critical Role?
Get the fuck out of here! Legit.
Cool, yeah, she tweeted that the other day. It was amazing.
Great.
That's awesome.
I told
They
you
were like,
guys,
"Why
I
the
just
fuck
started
didn't you
watching
call Lightning?"
OKKO. Let's Be Heroes. Ashley
Do it
Birch,
before you leave.
She couldn't.
main character
Did you guys
on
play
it.
one of the one-shots with
Voices.
Ashley Birch before?
I
Yes,
did. I played.
Liam's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was.
okay,
we
that's
were
right.
like dating, whatever.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
And then I made sure that you both. What
You were
was it? Died. That's
awful.
it.
He
Died
was
terrible
the
death.
worst in that
Because don't
one-shot.
fuck with me
I
in
was
evil
so
one shot.
pissed at him
I
after
will
that
own
one-shot.
you every day of the week.
Yeah, I know from playing video games with this guy
He's
that
terrible.
if he's on your team,
A+.
awesome.
Yeah.
You want him racking up those kills. You want him delving out
It's
heals
like getting
and all that stuff.
harder as
if
we
he's
go.
not on your team, you are going to hate him in real life for months.
I just find
He's
a
really good at
way
being
4 months.
inside that psyche, and I'll just break you apart at the seams.
Yep.
Long con for Ford. I'm actually chaotic evil.
Ooh.
And
heard
I'm
it here.
actually a cat.
I
We'll
love
get
it. Look at
even
this. They have it
better
set up
together.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Break my heart.
Oh, what is this?
Oh wow.
What is this happening
Look
right
at this
now?
camera.
They're on
Look
the
at this
GIF of the
camera.
week.
Yes.
Oh no, that was fan art of the week, not
Look
GIF of
at
the
that
week.
one.
This was fan art of the week. There's a little Curie.
Whoa.
Oh, Ford, you love me so much. I
Wait,
know
Travis, hold on.
What?
We gotta hold up. I wanna.
Hey,
I literally was
Jester.
turning my head like
Oh,
them without
God.
even
Jester,
realizing.
you gonna hit me with that fucking lollipop or what?
Only if you really want me
give me a
to.
second.
Oh God.
That way,
Wait, no, turn it.
That
What
way.
are you doing? There it is. Wait, angle it, angle it.
Hold up
Oh.
the plushie. Hold up the plushie.
Oh, it's weird. Okay, wait.
It is bizarre.
Oh,
Oh, there's the
okay.
plushie.
Wow. Sorry. tiny face.
They play so many
Trying to make it bigger.
bizarre
It's not working.
games.
What happened to our
I
heads?
can't say I don't love it
this
though.
world?
Who shrunk? Who gave us a shrinking head spell?
What is this?
What are we doing on this show? What
That's what
is
adults
this?
do.
What are we doing on the show? We're having a good
Like
time.
if
It's
you
a
were
barrel
wearing the
of
mask,
fun.
and then you take the mask off from the movie The Mask, and then
Yep.
it's you underneath.
This thing has gotten so much usage. I mean,
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right now, I keep a lot of rare coins inside of it. That's why it's so heavy.
oh yeah, they're there.
Yep.
Keep those away from me. You know, I have a tendency to.
Oh yeah. Spend too much money.
Oh yeah, there they are.
So-
Is there really?
Should we tell that
As
story?
bizarre as that
Yeah,
sounds,
sure.
I almost
Okay,
believe
so
there really
at Ren
is
Fair
coins
a
in
couple
there.
years ago.
God damn it.
Now, for any of you critters out there who run into us at Ren Fair, we just want to say it's a day that we go with our friends to just have fun
Ren
and go
Fair
shopping and
for
let
me
loose.
is this Saturday. My brother's coming in
This
from
was early
Pittsburgh
on.
for
This
my
was before
birthday.
we were shooting though.
Ren
This
Fair
is
this Saturday,
no,
Tuxedo, New
It
York.
was already on.
Oh, but
This was
barely
2
anybody
years
knew
ago.
who we were.
Yeah, it was like first or second year. Maybe.
I've never
Yeah,
been to
maybe.
one ever.
And Travis, you know, he did the thing and the ding first try, and then he was like, "Oh, I am Iron Man," all the
got
shit that he does.
Waste.
He did the thing, and he's like, "Ding! Oh yeah, yeah." And then we did a bunch of you know, oubliettes and
Yeah.
some different beverages.
Oubliettes.
And next thing you know, Travis disappears, and we're like, "Where is he?" And we're looking around for an hour for Travis, and we find him at one of those like, "Come get your rare coins and your little." And then the guys there like, "This thing is from, it's 6,000
really
years old. It's
Yeah.
a 6,000-year-old
Like
thing."
300 BC and 180 AD
Yep.
in Europe and England and Germany and
And he's
no, it was
it was
genuine.
legit, but
Oh, they
Travis
must-
is
they
very
gotta be
interested in
expensive.
history and a lot of that cool stuff. And if something is that old and that like, whoa, it's survived this long, that hits off all the bells. You mix that with, you know, like an elephant's ass full of alcohol, and Travis comes back with this coin, and we're like, he's
Alcohol
showing it to
again.
Troy, and he's like, "Look at this thing, man. It's fucking." We're like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "It's this many years old. It came from this empire. It's this," and we're like, "Awesome." And I'm like, "How much did it cost?" And he's like,
don't say the number.
the shame set in
Don't
though.
say the number.
No, but immediately.
Please say the number. I want to
Having
know.
to say it out loud, the shame just immediately kicked in, and he was
That
like,
vendor definitely does
They-
a good job
he-
of
we-
accepting credit cards.
Travis walked away from that tent thing, and those guys packed up immediately before he could change.
Oh my
his
God, I
mind,
wanna
and
know
they
what he
bolted
spent.
out of there. Like,
Because I was gonna say
I
it.
feel like I was so invested in that old Germanic coin from
Yep.
420 AD.
every year since then.
I love that they're
the
talking
second
about
we
the
walk in the
stupid
gate, I'm
decisions
like,
they
"Wanna
make
look
when
for
they're
some
drunk.
coins, buddy?"
This exact
I
episode,
remember 'cause
immediately
you had
after the
wandered
drama,
off,
we ensued
and
in
you came
episode
back, and I wasn't nearly as
29.
drunk as you were at that point.
No. Yep.
And I was looking at some jewelry that they have at the Ren Fair.
Yep.
And I didn't even really like it. It was this ring, and he came up and he's like, "You should get that ring." And I was like, "I don't. No, I think
with
I'm okay."
Many, much less consonants.
Yeah,
But
you
he
should
was
get
like,
the
he
ring.
was like, "Seriously,
I-
you should get the ring. You should really get the ring."
told
I'm
my
like, "Maybe I
sister,
should
I'm
get the
going
ring."
to
And
go
now
to
I
the Ren
know
Fair
he
with
was just trying to do it so
hopes
that
of
he
buying
wouldn't feel
so much
guilty
stuff
about him
because
spending money.
Yeah,
I
he
want to get
planned on
authentic
walking you
stuff, and I
around
want to
the
get
rest of the
stuff that I
Ren
know
Fair
how it
and
fits, how it
getting
looks
the
in
exact
person.
Same amount of money
I'm
he
going to
spent
go
on the
with a
coin, getting you to
ton
buy that so that
of
he
money.
could.
Well,
walk
I'm gonna have
away
a
and
credit
go,
card.
like,
That's all you really need nowadays
Ren
is a
Fair
credit
with, like
card.
a wooden chest. Some
I plan on
leather
buying a
greaves,
great
an
deal of
ancient
things at the Ren
coin.
Fair.
So much.
It was-
and some money greaves.
I'm gonna have. I'm not kidding. I want to get a full
Never
outfit
again.
from head to
No
toe
more
of
5
what? I don't know.
oubliettes and then
Yep.
the
When I see it,
damn
I'll
rare
know.
coin.
It's like one of those
Your
things
knife
like
in
I
the
won't
porta
know
potty
till I
one
see
year.
it, and when I
I
see
think
it,
we
I'm
might have
buying
told
it.
that
I don't
story
care.
enough.
I don't
It's
know.
$1,000.
It was such a great
The Ren
dagger.
Fair takes a heavy toll.
It does, man.
An exacting price.
That's
Sick for 24 hours after this week's
It
Ren
gets
Fair.
yeah. It's
So
hot
I
out
don't
there.
do it anymore. I mean, I do the Ren Fair, but I don't do the drinking anymore.
Don't do the corsets. Don't do the drinking.
You
that
get double
stuff
drunk.
seems so.
Worst buyer's
you get-
remorse
because then when
ever.
you undo it, like last
You
year
get
when I
drunk
undid
again?
my
I'm gonna have to
corset, I
pace
got drunk
myself because
again.
you guys see how I like to drink.
Science.
It's science.
We're leaving like early
Well,
morning,
guys,
and it's
what
going
a
like half the
productive
week
after
or half the
dark.
week,
I tell
half the
ya.
day, half
My
the
Oh,
day at
that's it. We
least.
didn't really answer any.
So definitely gonna have to
We
pace,
did.
but
Okay,
I'm a
okay, we
professional.
did.
A lot of
No
these were
worries.
the rest of them I'm looking here were pretty much answered on the show.
We're already
I'm
done.
lucky and we go to cons now, people will give me ancient ass coins. I
That's
mean,
true.
Come on.
Yes.
Do it. Give him
Now
ancient
you guys,
coins.
Ronan
Challenge
can
coins
have
also
a
welcome.
college fund. You know.
Ancient coins, challenge coins. That's what I'm all about. That don't cost that much money.
Yeah. I had some vets give me some awesome challenge coins at E3 this year. Yeah, I'll show them to you, but you don't get to keep them.
Let me look.
Well, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to After Dark. We will see you Thursday night for Cool Roll. 31 episodes already.
Wow, is that
31.
This will be 31 this week.
Man.
What does that
so
put
weird.
us?
I feel like we were gone for 6 of them or something.
It's not even 10%.
Imagine how
Wait,
freaking
no, it
awesome
is.
feels.
20.
We love you guys.
We're like
Am I wrong?
over 20% through.
I don't know.
What am I talking about?
many-
We're
how many you
over
were gone?
147
You were gone
episodes.
6, right,
That
Danny?
means
Yeah, but I worked
29
6 days,
episodes
but I
makes
How many episodes were they
20%
out?
through.
4 episodes.
Oh, 4. That's why. That's why I said it didn't.
They were gone 4 episodes, so about a
Anyway,
month.
do your job, Brian.
But-
Close out the
Fine,
show.
but then you keep interrupting me
30,
with facts.
29 episodes
Correct.
made
A minute
20% through the
before all
campaign.
staff will update.
Thank you, Lockie.
So we are
All right.
officially a
Well,
fifth.
here's what's. I'm just
Officially
gonna
a
go.
fifth of the way
Yeah.
through
Good night,
campaign
guys.
2.
We love you. I'm just gonna.
No
Yeah, you'll be in my heart.
Good night, guys.
Amazing way to end it. They were singing, "You'll be in my heart." Tarzan, Phil Collins, I know it very well. It's one of the animated movies of Disney that came out in the time of which I watched them. I feel like Tarzan, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Lion King are the ones that I remember most from my generation. I also said this in regular Talks Machina, but I think it is hilarious how much, even in After Hours, that they talked about drinking, to the point of literally talking about people getting so belligerently drunk that they purchased things they shouldn't have purchased for the prices they purchased them for. After we had just gotten done with the last Talks Machina and all the drama started from me saying that Marisha looked like she was drunk in the episode. And I'm not going to go into it rant. You guys could go see the episodes and see all the talks we've had. The part 1 of episode 30 had a long discussion about it. But I just want to point out, even though it had nothing to do with Marisha, clearly you could see why I would think what I think when they talk about booze and drinking. And literally, I quote, he said, "An elephant's ass full of booze was drank by Travis." He said, "An elephant's ass worth." So the way in which we phrase the drinking that these people do, and I don't care if it's not Marisha, it involves the people surrounded by her during Talks Machina, which is when I had the whole conversation. So I just think it's hilarious. It is poetic justice in my mind that it happened on the episode right after all this. I also think it's hilarious that they're talking about the Ren Fair when in 5 days I'm going to the Tuxedo, New York Ren Fair for the first time. I've never been to an actual Ren Fair. I've been to like wannabe Ren Fairs once or twice, but they're not Ren Fairs. They were like pop-up little one and done. You could see everything and do everything in 20 minutes kind of thing. Not your typical Ren Fair. So this to me is the first time I'm ever doing it. And they're talking all about it, how you drink booze, how you buy things and artifacts. And I talk to people already, and I plan on buying a full suit of whatever. I don't know. I just want to get something. I want to get like a full outfit of sorts. I want to buy a lot of knickknacks and maybe a necklace, or I don't know. I'm curious to see what they have. I've never seen. So all I could think of is what I've seen in medieval looking House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones type things, or these animated shows, or what I envision in my mind. I will know. By the time you guys see the next Talks Machina, I'll have been to the Ren Fair, because I do these usually Saturday or Sunday, but being as my brother's visiting, I'm not going to do Talks Machina till later in the week. But you guys will still see it before the next one comes. So all these will come out either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Then I'm going to the Ren Fair on Saturday. You'll see the live stream. I don't know. We're going to have to see how we do the live stream too, because my brother comes in on Thursday and maybe we'll do the live stream with him. I don't know. Either way, I'll let you guys know. You want to see more of what I do, full unedited reactions, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, these in full. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.